Oh hey HGTV, I'm Jordan. Welcome to our historic home in West Michigan. I'm just outside doing a little watering this morning, but I'd love to show you guys around. So I've always loved old houses. So I think when this house came on the market, there was just something about it that spoke to me and kind of gave me that gut feeling like this was just supposed to be our house. She's 120 years old and it definitely has a lot of character, and I think that's what really spoke to me because there's just something mixed in with all of these little details that you just can't find in a new build. Honestly, I never pictured myself being able to design a house like this because I started out in accounting, believe it or not, which is crazy to me as well because it definitely does not feel like me, and I think that's what I figured out 5 or 6 years into my accounting career is that I just wanted to do something more creative. And so I think during the pandemic, like so many other people, I decided to jump ship and kind of bet on myself and start an Instagram page, and I think the rest is history. I think so much about this speaks to who I am as a person now and kind of my journey to get here, and I'm really, really proud of the way that it came together. So we live in Muskegon, Michigan. We're on the west side of Michigan, a little ways down from the beach, so we are like a little beach town over here. So I am a self-taught interior designer. I have been doing this probably 5 or 6 years now. So we do have the pink all over, even on the ceiling, mixed with some other warmer tones, which I always love. And something about that just feels like me, but it also just kind of makes me feel like warm and cozy and like I'm at home here. And that's always what I'm going for, is because I always just want my home to kind of be my happy place. This is something that everyone asks about. So we didn't want to mount the TV in our living room above the fireplace, so we went with an easel instead, which is one of my favorite talking points I think in the room, just because everyone assumes that I'm like an artist or something, which I would love to be, but it is in fact just a television. And then I also think that this room is definitely my favorite gallery wall in the house. I have a few. I'm definitely more of like a maximalist in style, and I love mixing different styles. I'm very eclectic. But I think that this is probably my favorite curation of pieces because it just feels a lot like me. So there are some things here that are thrifted, some things are just prints, some from antique stores, estate sales. This one was actually stolen from my mom's storage room a few years back. And then a couple yard sale finds mixed in here and there. But I just love the way that they blend together, and it really just creates this very cozy and warm atmosphere out here, but it also just feels like home, and something about that just feels like me, and I love that. But I have so much more that I would love to show you guys, so let's go into the sunroom. So this is my sunroom slash office, I suppose. This is also where I usually do my work, check my emails. So I know I mentioned I'm a self-taught interior designer, but I'm also a content creator. Usually here is kind of where all of my ideas start as I sip some coffee in the morning and then kind of start to brainstorm before I work my way into the rest of the house to film some things. As you guys can tell, this is also my cat's favorite room. This is usually where they wake up in the morning. My black cat is always perched on the top shelf of the cat tree in the morning, so he's usually my buddy when I'm kind of hanging out at my desk. This room also, it gets the best light in the morning because it's the east end of the house, so it's always super pretty to kind of wake up with the sunshine a little bit in here. And obviously all of my plants love it. It really gets like the best indirect light all day. Back in the corner over here is my baby. So this is my favorite plant in the house by far. I have probably had this for 5 years now, I believe. And she is like my queen of the plants in the house. This is the biggest monstera by far that I have. I have quite a few, but none quite as beautiful as she is. I have it staked with like just a big garden trellis in the back, so she grows up and kind of just gets to live her best life in this room. And unfortunately, I do think that she might outgrow it soon, so I'm kind of just keeping an eye on her for now because this new leaf at the top like just popped up recently. But I think one more and she might have to get a little bit of a haircut. But if we kind of sneak out this way, I'll show you guys the rest of the house. If you guys want to follow me upstairs, you can go check out the bedrooms. So this is our guest room. This is also still where I like to get ready. So I have a lot of my things in here as well. Starting with my vanity space. This is usually where I do my makeup, that kind of thing. And it's definitely a very colorful and eclectic room. But I also just wanted this room to be kind of fun and girly and a little bit inspiring. So it is kind of a fun space for me to get ready in. I also have a lot of little details sprinkled in, some of which are really special to me. Like this vanity tray used to be my granny's, and I always remember it kind of sitting on her dresser growing up, so it's really special that I can kind of recreate it here in my room as well. Some of these are like her old perfume bottles mixed with ones that I've collected. This room is also, I'm sure you guys can tell, very colorful. It's really bold, but I definitely thrive on like warm tones. So this room, especially when the sun kind of hits the curtains over here during the middle of the day, it kind of feels like a sunset in here, and I really love that. I always kind of tell myself that this is like what 13-year-old me would have wanted in a bedroom if I actually had style back then. So this is kind of like me designing for the kid version of myself in the best way. But let's come through the curtain and I'll take you guys into the bedroom. So this room's a little bit smaller, a little cozier, and as you can see, very color drenched. We went with a really rosy pink for this room just to kind of create an all over color that just feels really cozy and warm and kind of just creates like a very peaceful atmosphere upstairs. One of my favorite vintage finds of all time is this lamp in the corner. I absolutely love the fringe and of course the pink and the colors that kind of accent the room a little bit. We also have another gallery wall. As you can kind of tell, that's kind of my thing. I love to create little cute collections and curations of artwork that I've collected from different places along the way. So some of these things, like the mirror up top, were my granny's, and then some of these things I've created, like these were postcards that I thrifted at one point and kind of turned them into some artwork mixed in with like a very fun vintage chair to kind of give it a little pop of color and things of that nature. I really love this kind of slanted accent on the ceiling upstairs in the bedroom. I feel like it kind of creates that cozy and warm atmosphere like right over the bed. And then over here in the corner is also another one of my favorite pieces. This was my granny's, so it definitely is vintage, and I feel like it just kind of works with a color scheme in here and feels like perfect for the browns and kind of the different tones that I have going on, but it's also just like a little piece of vintage art that I really love. So let's go back downstairs and I can show you guys the rest of the house. Alright, so coming into the dining room. This room kind of sits right in the middle of our house, and it is home to two of my favorite vintage pieces. First of which being my dining set, which is straight out of the 70s. I actually bought this from the original owner, who told me that it was yellow originally and that she had it reupholstered to pink, which for me was perfect because I feel like it very much fits our home. And I went with the sage green in here to kind of complement the pink chairs. And this is probably my favorite lamp overall in our house, is my Lotus lamp. She is my pride and joy. I got this on Marketplace shortly after we moved into our home, and I truly feel like I could not picture this room without it. It kind of just makes this space for me. You guys can very much tell, love a gallery wall. This kind of just felt like the perfect space for one. It's definitely like a pass-through room since it sits in the middle of the kitchen and our living room. So it just felt like a good space for a big pop of color and kind of a fun way. And so a gallery wall is always what that is for me. So these are some things that I've collected from like estate sales and little vintage finds along the way, mixed in with some prints from Etsy and cute little things like that. So if you want to follow me this way, we can kind of walk out into the kitchen and check out some of the new renovations that we've done out here. This room just got a pretty big renovation. So we recently took down, there was a pony wall that existed here in the kitchen that kind of separated this room into 3 separate spaces. Finally took that down and added in a few new cabinets instead. So these are all new additions, but we tried our best to make them look as much like the vintage cabinets as we possibly could to still kind of keep that vintage feel that we love in the kitchen. In addition to that, we also added what is now one of my favorite parts of this room, is the terracotta tile. And I really just wanted something that felt timeless and kind of keeping with the era of the house, and I felt like this could not be a more perfect choice because it still kind of brings that warmth that I love and the color and the tones that I really love out here, but just feels like it was original to the home in some way. And I also just really appreciate the green detail in the middle of the tiles down here that really just pop with the green in the background as well. And I really just love the way that it all came together. But this kitchen did come with a few little pieces in the beginning that I did still leave and love. Of course, this light fixture being one of them. I thought this was so fun. And since we live so close to the lake, I definitely feel like it has a bit of like a nautical vibe, but I just thought it was so pretty, and I love the brass accents, which kind of inspired some of the hardware that I ended up going with out here as well. And I love a gold accent, so I really just love the way that that kind of meshes with my other new favorite light fixture. I'll take you guys over into this corner. So this was a recent antique store find. I think we just hung this up maybe just a couple weeks ago, but it honestly feels like it was made for this corner, and I feel like it's so fitting with our kitchen and the color and everything. So it's a good fit with the other light fixture, but it still kind of has its own quirk and character, and I love that. Now heading out to the sunroom, but first let's take a quick minute for my plant shelves. These are something that I loved when we first looked at the house. I just feel like it's something that just adds a little bit of character in this walkway here. It still lets the light through from the sunroom, which my plants obviously love, but it's kind of just like a fun division between the spaces, and I really just love to stick little things in here and kind of create a little bit of a vignette through the window that you can see from both sides. So let's head out into the sunroom, and I can show you guys one of my favorite summer hangout spots. So welcome to my big sunroom. This room actually used to be a screened-in porch until last summer. And we decided to convert this into a big sunroom just to make this space a little bit more usable since we live in Michigan. Kind of just felt like it made more sense for the climate out here. And this has definitely become my favorite spot to hang out in the spring and summer because I love the light out here. So some of my favorite pieces, definitely my yard sale find up here. This is one of my favorite pendant lamps. I just think it has so much character, and I literally found it right from one of my neighbors right down the road, which I think is just kind of fun. One of my favorites is definitely my rattan sofa. This is one of my first ever like big vintage purchases when I was just starting to kind of get into decorating my space. And so I've had it probably like 7 or 8 years now. It was part of a set that I found at an antique store, and it was a steal, and I will never get rid of it. Like, it will forever just live in this room, but it seems like the perfect space for it. I like to sit out here in the evening as well, so I try to make it like there's lots of ambient lighting kind of mixed in here and there with like little candles and lamps. And to make it like a cozy kind of vibe for all day, obviously with the natural light, but in the evening as well, because it kind of just is really peaceful out here, and you can kind of just chill with the garden and everything around you, which is my favorite part of this room. And then also mixed into this room, I have some other fun stained glass back here. This was something that actually used to belong to my grandpa, and I've had it in storage for forever now, just trying to find the right place for it. And it kind of just hit me the other day that this slider kind of needed something. So I ended up hanging it up, and I just really feel like it kind of adds this like fun pop of color that I can also see through the kitchen windows as well. So I love that it like has its moment. But one of my favorite quirky things about it is that it is technically upside down, which is always the way that my grandpa had it sitting in his house. So I just kind of left it as is. It's kind of like an ode to him in a way, and maybe one day I'll flip it around, but for now I think it's just kind of fun and just a little bit different that it sits like that, and it's still just as pretty the other way as well. But now I'm gonna take you guys out to the backyard, which is definitely my happy place in the summertime with all of my flowers blooming at the moment. So let's go take a peek out here and kind of see what's going on. So our backyard is definitely my happy place in the summertime. We have put in so much work out here to really make this what it is right now. This yard kind of started a couple owners before us, from what the neighbors have told us, with somebody named Lisa, and I believe Lisa herself was pretty close to being like a master gardener, and kind of started with so much of what you see out here right now. It was just left a little neglected in between owners, as there was one kind of in the middle of her and us. So a lot of stuff died out, but there was still a lot of stuff that remained. So some of what you see was here when we moved in, and then a lot of it we have just added to kind of fill in the gaps and kind of make it what you see right now. It's taken a lot of work to get it to this point, and I couldn't even tell you how many trips to the greenhouse, but I'm really super happy with how the garden looks this year, and honestly just like super proud of seeing everything in bloom right now. It feels like all the hard work and all the sweat that we put in this yard has definitely been worth it, because I love coming out here in the morning and seeing all my flowers blooming. It's truly just like so rewarding. Well, I think that's all for now this time, but thank you so much HGTV for letting me show you guys around. You'll have to come back again soon once we get some more projects finished, so I'll see you next time.